sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barber. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So James Madison's offense will go to work first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the ball club. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The corners are walked up tight. Gets it out fast. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. Three-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
And the Dukes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going over the top. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. There he goes! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Going to the running game. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And they're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the top.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And they're able to get him down. Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping.
Oh, he's got some space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Did the work himself. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect play to wrap up the 1st quarter. We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He gets there. 2-point conversion is good, and the lead now stands at 9.
It's nice to have a running back at the quarterback spot, a guy that can make that 2nd play. Looks like a pass. What can he do? He turns it into a run, finds the end zone, gets a 2-point conversion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in the... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The screen, and watch out! Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Smith wants to throw. Gets it to the back. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely center cut. It's now a 1-possession game, 16-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The screen, he can go. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Brown. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Dukes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The RPO, it's complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Heaves it on the run. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry up. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. The sack by the defense forces 4th down and a punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Razorbacks are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to set up the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. That's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. 1st and 10 coming up. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They go to the ground. Makes a man miss. Gets away from one, finds room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And the Dukes are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. flushed out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. They'll line up to go for two. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got...
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He just threw it away, couldn't find a man, and I guessed at least he saved a few yards of field position. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Rushes on him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. He wants to go deep. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Smith wants to throw. There's the pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. Swings it out to the flat. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds his tight end. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Smith dropping the pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Under fire. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier